Why did you decide, from Sapphire's point of view, of going the extra step and having your targets aligned with SBTi?
The mantra of our company is innovation to prosper community. The reality with carbon is that there's a lot of greenwashing in the marketplace generally, and what we wanted to do was be able to actually prove that what we were doing was adding value, not just for the sake of looking good on paper. That was really the driver for us, was actually to look for something which aligned with what customers like Wates were wanting, but also from our point of view also provide that proof that what we were doing was driving real change and being transparent about it in the process. That's really the driver for us, was that physical evidence, if you like.
Why is reducing carbon emissions so important?
We're building and designing buildings now which are going to be used for many years in the future, and our only opportunity to reduce the carbon footprint of them in the embodied carbon stage is now. The biggest impact which we can make for the duration of those buildings is also now. Focusing on the reduction from a product point of view, making sure that the building can be built with low carbon materials is key, not just for today, next year, but also for the years to come and generations to follow. So that is obviously one aspect of it. The other key aspect is we are a premium brand in the marketplace. We are an ethical brand and are recognised by Wates and the customers we work closely with for being that. And for us, we wanted to make sure that we weren't taking an approach of just doing what we had to do as a tick box exercise, but also make sure that we could provide the physical evidence that we were making the right decisions, the right approaches in terms of reducing our carbon footprint, and making sure that we were there, as a premium brand in offering products which suit well with the low carbon nature of where the industry is going. We're a very innovative brand, and that for us was bringing together really our values with our premium offering in the marketplace. We don't want to be just chosen being cheap, but being a dirty product which is not the right ethical approach for us. We definitely sit into that focused area on making sure that we can crack innovations which will make a difference to the industry and the future of what we need as an industry. We've been shortlisted for various awards, and one of those was really about the hook-on nature of the product. Now, balconies tend to have quite a large supporting structure made up of 152mm I-beams or 200mm I-beams coming out from the building. Now, metal is obviously bad when you look at the pyramid of how much carbon is in a product, embodied carbon. But by connecting it differently, taking the structural forces back into the building in a completely different way, has enabled us to reduce embodied carbon by 18%. So that's just by clever engineering, if you like. The second thing that also does is not just the embodied carbon, but also it stops penetration of the facade, meaning that the facade itself is not, there's no heat coming out. The thermal breaks aren't even relevant because they're cast into a precast wall panel or something like that.